Isaac, what does this do for your confidence after struggling in your previous 2 appearances to come out with a win and play as well as you did?
It's getting over that ridge of being nervous. I feel like I'm confident. I feel composed throughout the game and leaning on my offensive line, wide receivers, and running backs.
Micah, do you feel like this is what the offense can do? We get a glimpse of how potent the offense can be today.
Oh, yeah, of course. Now we had everything working. He was throwing the ball pretty well. A lot of receivers getting open. He's making those passes. We start running the ball efficiently. And so when you get a game like that, that's where we're going to be.
Micah, no team really knows who they are until they have to battle back from adversity. So this has got to be a huge step for you guys moving forward.
Most definitely. Me, I'm just looking into the crowd laughing because, they all happy. But I know this team is resilient, and we're going to fight back every single time.
What about you, Isaac? Did the veterans calm you down in a situation where you go down on the road, a hostile environment?
Oh, yeah. I'm not going to lie. Playing in a hostile environment is pretty fun. You get to sit back there, you get to hear all the chirps and hollers, and you get to prove them wrong, which good feeling. But all the veterans really had my back. They're calming down, getting me through the place.
Isaac, what was this week like for you as you prepared to start?
Same as every week. Got to prepare the same every week if you're the 1, 2, or 3. And I got with Cam a lot more than I usually do, and I talked to my brother a little bit, and it really helped out.
The first half interceptions that the defense got for you guys, how critical were those, given with what Utah State was doing at the time?
That was big time because it gave us an opportunity to get down and get some more points because we were down, I don't know what it was, 2 touchdowns or something, but coming back from that really jumped us forward,
I called the interception by Cam, by the way. Literally the play before, I'm like, somebody finna get a pick, and we about to go back 2-minute drill. And guess what? I look up, Cam running down the field. I said, oh. Me and Money over there like, hey. He's like, you caught it. I was like, I know I caught it. So I put that in the air, manifested it. That's why it happened.
What was your reaction to Smith's interception right there at the beginning of the game?
That was nasty. At first I thought, dang, did he catch it? And then next thing you know, I'm seeing Smith get up. I'm like, did they both catch it? And it's a touchdown, essentially, because they both catch it, it's a touchdown. But I seen Smith get up with it. And I'm like, oh no.
Yeah, he manhandled him.
Yeah, come on now.
Manhandled him. You know what I'm saying? He manhandled him.
Yeah.
Did you manifest the win, Micah?
I did, always. I manifested. I ain't gonna lie, I had to stop manifesting because, sometimes when I manifest it doesn't come true. So I've been stopped manifesting, but today I did a little bit of that.
Okay.
And, kind of worked. So.
In 2 we trust. In 2 we trust.
Man, it was exciting. Obviously, that's my first interception being a Ute, so I couldn't be more excited about that. And, I seen the ball, and I just I see ball, get ball, and that was kind of my mentality going into it.
For either of you, what was the message after they scored those 2 touchdowns on the sideline?
And I think the message was we're in adversity, but that's where we feel at home. Let's just keep fighting, playing our game. We don't have to change nothing. Just we prepared the right way. Let's just go and keep attacking the game. Next play mentality.
Every time.
You guys obviously won against Bryson in practice many times before you transferred up here. What was kind of the defensive approach to Bryson and how you feel like you contained him for the most part?
Man, we know who Bryson is. He's a hard worker, and we respect that about him. That's one of my greatest teammates, but this week he wasn't our teammate, and so we were focused on who was in the battle with us, and that was what we did. We knew what type of player he was, and so we just went at it the best way that we could, by respect to him and his team.
What do you feel like allowed them to have so much success in the run game today, and what adjustments do you guys feel like you need to make going into next week against a guy like Ollie Gordon?
In the run game, we had certain things that we were trying today, to test things out, and then we went back to our base, and when we got to what our bread and butter is, we started to play the game that we play. And so going against, it doesn't matter who our opponent is, we'll respect them, but we're going to compete our ass off, and we're just going to play the best that we can.
Does it surprise you when Bryson does stuff like that out there, though? Like, are you surprised by it, or is it something you've seen so many times that it I don't know?
I mean, we practiced against Bryson, so we kind of seen it with our own eyes, so we know what he's capable of and what he can do. So I feel like nothing today really surprised me.
How big was it, I guess, from a momentum standpoint to get those 2 turnovers when you guys did?
I mean, yeah, Cam's pick was super helpful for the team. The momentum shift was crazy. I think, was there 2 minutes left when he got that pick, and offense was able to go down and drive there, so it was big.
Yeah, whenever we can win the turnover margin, that's always the goal. That's what we pride ourselves on, is being ball hawks, and so we shoot for those turnovers, and it was huge. Smith got one and Cam got one, so we're going to keep going with that.
Did you guys as a defense as a whole feel any extra added pressure knowing that, Isaac was stepping in for Cam today?
No. We have faith in our quarterback. We have faith. We put in the work, and so we trust our offense. We focus on what we can do. I'm not going to go step up in there and think that I'm a quarterback, but I believe in my quarterback.
Exactly.
And so I'm going to let him go do what he does, and I'm going to do what I do.
Well said.
I thought Utah State played really well, had a good plan. Bryson Barnes, competitive kid. They were more ready to play than we were at the onset. We kind of sleepwalked through that first quarter, got things going after that. I can't tell you why we were not at our best in the first quarter, but we responded and ended up playing good football, particularly in the second half. Defense, I thought, played well, except they let them off the hook a couple times in some really third and long, real long situations. 3rd and 20 plus, and I think it was a 3rd and 18. So, got to be able to get out of those drives. We can't have that happen. They did it twice. Isaac Wilson, thought he was much improved over his first 2 appearances of the season. Had some good numbers. Micah Bernard gave us another 100-yard plus game. Dorian Singer was more involved. That was good to see. And so, it was a good win. Utah State, give them credit. They played hard. They were gritty and tough. And they're going to win some games this year. There's no doubt about that. But we got to go to work next week. We got a big one coming up on the road. And it'll be a Big 12, really good test and contest, and we'll see what happens.
Kyle, how important is it to get Isaac a win like that in a hostile environment, having to come back and everything that way?
All good. Everything that you just said is positive for him to experience, and to come out with a win and put up 38 points and have pretty good numbers. He's just a true freshman, so he responded. I thought as the game went on, he settled in and got more comfortable, more confident. Made some plays for him. It was a great catch by Carson Ryan on the 4th down play in the end zone. That was a huge play, and it was really good to see Isaac step up and play with some real confidence.
How much of a turning point were those 2 first half interceptions?
Big turning point, huge turning point. Snowden made a great interception, and that was a phenomenal play by him. And was Cam Calhoun's in the first half or the second half? First half as well. He played that just right. It was a cover 2. He shrunk back on the deep route, stole it underneath the deeper route. And then let's see what were some of the other highlights. Had a good pass rush. I don't know how many sacks we came up with, but we got after the quarterback pretty good. Didn't play the run particularly well. That's a good running back though. That guy's a strong physical runner. We need to play the run a little bit better than we did. But overall, like I said, it was a win, and they got to move on to the next one.
Is this the sort of offensive balance you want moving forward?
Yeah, I haven't digested all the numbers, but closer to what we're after, yes.
You've sort of mentioned for the past 2 weeks that Micah is the closest thing you have to what a running back one. If he keeps having performances like that, do you feel like he'll continue to solidify more of a guaranteed running back 1 role?
Well, he's certainly trending in that direction, and Mike Mitchell gives us some great supplemental carries, as does Dijon Stanley. Charlie Vincent has over the couple of weeks. I don't think he had any carries tonight. I'd like to get Jalen Glover back in the mix. It's all about practicing well Monday through Friday and doing the things you need to do. But I thought that Micah is definitely making a case for being RB1. But again, he's a guy that he's not the biggest guy. Is he a 30 carry a game guy? No, I don't believe so. But he can give us 20 good carries a game, and I don't know how many he had tonight, but that's what he had last week. It was 19, I believe. So yeah, he's trending in that direction.
It seems like every time Caleb Lohner gets out there, he gets a touchdown catch.
Caleb Lohner is a weapon, and I think we need to find more ways to use him. I'm sure Coach Ludwig will, and he's got a big body. When he goes up on that jump ball at 6'7", he's literally 13 feet up in the air. I mean, he's way up there, tough to defend, and you saw him make that nice catch tonight.
Keanu said that. Oh, sorry. Keanu said that you were trying something new a little bit on defense at times, trying to mix things up. Then you went to the base defense that you have, and things did better. What are you kind of looking for right there?
Well, Bryson Barnes knows our defense inside and out, and so Coach Scally and the defensive staff came up with a few looks that he hadn't seen with different personnel groups, and I'm not going to say it was bad, but when we settled back to our stuff that we do all the time, we seemed to have more success, and so that was the reason that we went into the game thinking we wanted to show different looks. And we had done that against SC in the championship game a couple years back, and it worked extremely well. It was really a carbon copy of that, just didn't have as much success tonight with it.
Shorthanded and then to fall behind and have a deficit and to see them battle back, is that just a huge confidence boost, not just for the team but also for the coaching staff?
Should be, yeah, it is for me. I mean, I was proud of them, the way they handled adversity, and it was, like I said, great to see Isaac Wilson settle in and look like a real Power 4 quarterback. We're hoping, obviously, we get Cam back this week, and that's the plan. But it's comforting to know that Isaac is capable of doing just what you saw tonight or this afternoon.
Thanks, Kyle.
Okay, guys.